Hey everybody, welcome back to my favorite places in video games. Today we're playing GTA 3. This game is very different from the other GTAs I have played. The atmosphere is just gnarly. Like, it is very reminiscent of, like, Silent Hill. But yeah, this game is it's very dark and gritty compared to the other GTAs I have played. Also, I just want to clarify something real quick of why I stumble and jumble over my words. I don't actually write down scripts for these videos. I just improvise everything on the spot. So, yeah, if I'm ever like, if something I'm saying doesn't make sense, that's kind of why. I try to make it make sense as best as I can, but, you know, sometimes it comes out as a jumble and I have to split some of the silence in between to make it, like, actually coherent, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's all improvised on the spot, so cut me a little slack, you know what I mean? I try to do my best. But anyway, on to the first spot. So the first spot is actually along this weird concrete strip here. I don't actually know what it's used for in real life. I don't even know if this exists in real life. I don't know what its purpose is, but it's kind of just a strange spot. Not saying that it's bad in any way, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just weird because it goes from grassland, like over here, to concrete. And it's just very, very strange. It's kind of crazy because on the other side of this is just a beach. And it's like, what the fuck? Why is there a beach over here? You know what I mean? This beach is a lot dirtier compared to Vice City. Whereas Vice City was very clean, where this is just kind of polluted and there's litter everywhere. I mean, I guess it makes sense why this area is so polluted. I mean, look at where this game takes place. You know what I mean? No hate to New York, but I don't think their beaches would be the nicest. I want to see if I can actually get out to that lighthouse. I don't know if you can. That spot is looking a little high up there, so I don't think you can. Maybe you can land a helicopter over there, but I'm on keyboard and mouse, and that shit is horrible. Zombie Elvis found. I'm getting carried away, but yeah, it's just a strange spot. You don't really come over here. Maybe you do for one of the phone missions. I haven't really done those. I've done everything else but those. But yeah, it's just a strange little spot. This little arch here. It's kind of crazy. But it actually takes us to the next spot, which is up here, and it's kind of cool. Okay, so as I said, the next spot is basically just up the hill. It's this little interior. I actually forget what the guy's name is. He wasn't a very memorable character, but he was in the beginning of the game. He's like a mafia boss or some shit. But yeah, it's an interior in a game that has very little places with interior like this. And if you come over here, you can actually hear the piano for some reason playing by itself. I think it's kind of creepy to come here. I think it's kind of spooky after killing the guy. Feels haunted in a way. So I gotta say, GTA 3 is a very hostile game, and it makes sense because the main character basically betrays almost fucking everybody. And he's kind of like Michael Myers in a way. He's relentless, you know. He wanted revenge badly. But anyway, back to my point. It makes sense why, you know, everybody would be out for this motherfucker. It makes exploring the game kind of hard, you know what I mean? Once again, that's not a bad thing necessarily. It can get annoying to some people. But as I said, it makes sense why everybody would be out for this motherfucker. But anyway, on to the next spot. This next spot is one that I haven't seen anybody talk about before in any videos that I've watched so far. But it's this little train station, and they're kind of scattered around. I'm not sure if they're over there, but they are here in Portland. But there's also this bridge, and this bridge is actually how I stumbled upon this earlier. Wait, does that happen every time you kill somebody? That's crazy. But yeah, I came up here and then I walked over here and I was like, oh shit, there's actually a train. Let me see if I can get on it in time. I doubt I will. Okay, so it turns out you can actually go on it. I wonder if this would actually be useful to navigate the map, because I never used this my past playthrough. Okay, this is the final area in Portland, but it is a pain in the ass to get to this far in the game, because everybody wants to fucking kill you. But it's my favorite spot for one reason and one reason only. The music here is fucking unsettling. I don't know why it creeps me out so much, but as I said, this game is just fucking dark and gritty, dude.
Oh, marvelous, great. Hey, hold on. It's what's it there? Careful, I got heels on. We're going to
It's no good resorts like the one.
We're going to the REUPLOADIng. You see that, Marie?
Real quick, I just gotta say, the music in this game is fucking phenomenal. It perfectly, like, encaptures, like, the 2000s vibe. You know what I mean? There's a few songs. Let me see if I can... I think I have one loaded up right now. Let me see if I can, like, play it. This part in this song specifically is really fucking good. It's pretty damn good. And then there's another one. Okay, I found the next song. But this song that's about to play is also another one of my favorites. It's a very beautiful song. Yeah. I don't know. It's like a little break from the dark and gritty, but it's still like very melancholic, you know what I mean? But yeah, those two songs are the most memorable. I always hear them whenever I play this game. Those two songs are always playing, and they're just my favorite. I don't know why. Something about them is just so fucking good. Alright, so the next spot is at this cathedral here, and I actually didn't know this, but if you come back here, there's a fucking graveyard. I never knew this. There's a little school thing here. But yeah, there's a graveyard. I really never knew this existed. There's not even a package back here. You have no reason to come back here other than that right there, you know? So that's kind of crazy. I was looking at this and I was like, damn, this church is long as fuck. Or cathedral, whatever it is. So the next spot is actually over here. This is where you originally first meet Asuka. That sunset or sunrise is beautiful. But sometimes you come down here for the boat missions and you take these police boats and do some shit. But it's kind of nice to just come down here and take it all in, you know? I feel like people are gonna clown on me for talking about this, like talking this way about a video game. I feel like motherfuckers gonna clown on me. Look at that sunset though, or sunrise. I don't know what it is. I think it's a fucking sunrise. It's beautiful. This game is very gnarly, very dark and gritty. You rarely get to see beautiful skybox like that. Usually it's cloudy or foggy or rainy or smoggy. And then the next spot is actually over here. I don't really have much to say about it because I just found out about it, but it's kind of a strange spot. I was originally gonna do the docks over here, but I thought the docks over there would be better. But this is also another cool spot. But yeah, once again, I don't really think you have any reason to come over here. I don't remember ever coming here in the missions. But then again, I haven't done the phone missions yet, so maybe in one of them you come here for something. Okay, so real quick, I gotta talk about the Silent Hill ass bathrooms. Not really talk about them, but just show them off. These really feel like Silent Hill. And I hear people talking and there's nobody in here. That is strange. Yeah, this place just reminds me of fucking Silent Hill. Feels like it. And the camera, the movement, the everything. You come in here for a few missions and I always thought it just reminded me of Silent Hill. It just felt like it. The entire game just feels like fucking Silent Hill. I honestly had no reason to do that. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, the next spot is over here. Once again, not really a spot you'd come to. Oh fuck, I just flipped my car. Hey Claude, you can actually swim in this, for fuck's sake. But it's kind of a nice spot. I like it. You know, I don't know why this would be here in the middle of a fucking city though. You know? little basketball court, but it's pretty cool. It's a very memorable spot, in my opinion. Alright, so the last spot in this area, or this city, is at the Twat Internet Cafe. What a name. It's a little interior building, or building with interior, which is pretty nice. Usually, as I said earlier, you don't really see it in this game, so it's kind of cool to see. Alright, so the next spot is over here. And the reason I chose this spot is because it kind of reminds me of the Simpsons Hit and Run. There's also a cool ass mural down here. Alright, so I'm going to bring us to the last spot. And it's the last spot in the game, and I just thought it was a cool spot in general. Because you don't really go there otherwise. It was my first time playing through the game, and I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with it. Honestly, this shit pissed me the fuck off. But yeah, I'm glad I finished it because I think the atmosphere is genuinely unlike anything I've ever experienced in a GTA game so far. Now this is the spot that you really don't ever fucking come, because why would you? You know? It's just a little observatory on this little lake. I think it's really peaceful, and it reminds me of the dam near my house, and when I used to go walk by it. I've kind of shit on this game a little bit, and I think it's well deserved because this game has aged very poorly, but I still think it's a really great game despite being really difficult. You know, I think the fucking atmosphere is great, and I think the story is pretty good. I think it's a fun game for the most part when it wants to be, and it's enjoyable when it wants to be. I don't know, I didn't hate it, you know? I didn't enjoy it extremely, but I didn't hate it, you know? It wasn't me playing through Vice City for the first time, but it was still pretty great. Like, look at this shit. Imagine, I should have played with this fucking cheat on the whole game, because it literally is just fucking Silent Hill at this point. I mean, it's kind of AIDS because you can't really see shit in the Navy, but it's still just like, dude, it feels even darker, you know? Feels even more gritty. I should have played like this, even though it probably would have pissed me the hell off because you can't really see anything, but you know, whatever, so be it. But that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Later.